The world of Geelong sport is at its fast and furious best, as Tim Michell reports.
Thanks, Graham. Kicking off sport this week, we head out to Avalon Speedway, where News Geelong's Gavin White spoke to Mick Pirelli about his AMCA 50-lap win on Saturday night.
In the ultimate test of man and machine, 50 laps at Avalon Raceway, Mick Pirelli, you've been on the verge of one of these victories, but when you build your own race car, mate, I take it this has got to be a pretty satisfying result.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks have been fantastic. We've been on top, but 50 lapper, I really wanted to win it, and it's a little bit prestigious in the AMCAs, and yeah, no, fantastic. And the other thing is, you know, my car hit the front again, and that's what we want.
The start was crucial. You jumped him out of position number 2 and led the early laps.
Well, my dad's an ex-super sedan driver, and he taught me a few dirty tricks, and we sort of done the old run up on him, and got him into the first corner. But the top line was grouse, and you can run a high up there, and the car stuck, and that was good. But we had a big fuel load in because we didn't know how much we were going to use, and I was a little bit nervous coming in because I just didn't know whether it was going to turn. But yeah, no, it stuck beautiful, and yeah, we sort of got away with it.
The latter half of the race, the yellows seemed like they played right into your hands. A, to give you a rest, B, to give you some clear track ahead where Mick French, runner-up eventually, seemed like he had good car speed, but wasn't close enough to challenge.
Well, it played a big part for me because I'm not as young as I used to be, and now I was starting to get pretty tired, and I think Mick's come up and said to me, you run out of arms, and 50 laps, she's hard yakka, but yeah, definitely come into play, and plus we didn't have the lap traffic. Those last cars were sort of getting hard to pass. They were bunched up, and every time we got onto them, the yellow come out, and that was, yeah, it played well into my part. So
congratulations on a fantastic win.
Thank you very much.
The Geelong Supercats suffered a disappointing loss on their return to the arena last Saturday night, losing 82-92 to Hobart. Jake Bourke spoke to Supercats coach Jamie O'Loughlin after the disappointing result.
The Geelong Supercats returned to the arena for the first time in season 2010, with a disappointing 10-point loss to the Hobart Chargers on Saturday night. After a positive start, the signs were looking ominous for the Supercats, who were coming off a 9-point loss the night before against Bendigo. However, for every challenge Geelong mounted, Hobart found an answer, with their outside shooting hurting the Supercats on the scoreboard. The Supercats made one final charge midway through the last term on the back of exciting offensive play from new import Jonathan Bullock and fan favourite Jason Reardon. But it wasn't enough, as the Chargers held on for a 10-point win. We caught up with Jamie O'Loughlin straight after the game.
Yeah, look, we certainly worked hard all weekend. We just couldn't get a break, you know. Loose balls didn't end up getting where we could get them, and we didn't get much love from the referee, so it was tough. We certainly worked hard.
Hobart's outside shooting was pretty impressive.
Yeah, look, they shot the ball well at times.
So where to now? You're sitting 1 and 3. Not panic stations just yet, but a win would be nice.
Yeah, look, it's a 27-game season, and you know it's a marathon.
Well, you certainly know how to play exciting basketball, but I suppose finding some consistency will be the key.
Yeah, absolutely. And in all of our games, we've had lulls in our play. And it's something that we need to address, make sure we're more consistent right throughout.
The Supercats return to the arena this Saturday night to take on Mount Gambier. Jake Bourke, News Geelong.
It was hailed a night where justice prevailed at Beckley Park as Lance Justice drove our Malabar to successive APCO Pacing Cup victories. John Dunne caught up with the victorious driver shortly after the win.
We've just seen the running of the 2010 APCO Geelong Easy Shops Pacing Cup, and a bit of history created here tonight at Beckley Park with our Malabar making it back-to-back cup wins. And joining us is the winning trainer-driver, Lance Justice. Lance, a great win.
Yeah, it went super, John. I thought he could do it, but like when they said that no horses won it back-to-back, I thought we were in a bit of trouble.
In some ways, he's the forgotten horse behind Smoking Up the Stable Star, isn't he?
Well, you know, if you didn't have Smoking Up, you'd be pleased to have Malabar.
He's grand finaled up an angle. It was a great run. You had to turn him at right angles, and he ran sensational time up there. Yeah,
the connections are a bit concerned. I didn't have the American bike on tonight, but he won an American cart. But look, just proves he doesn't need the American cart.
What now?
Len Smith Mile, maybe Mildura Cup. I would like to win the Mildura Cup with him.
Here's a lineup in the Cup. Our Malabar does it again.
There you have it, the wrap-up of the 2010 Geelong APCO Easy Shops Pacing Cup. Our Malabar back-to-back. Back to you, Tim.
And finally in sport tonight, Colindina were crowned premiers of the BPCA for the first time on Sunday evening after routing Queenscliff for just 92. The win was a historic one for the Cobras, their first in 20 years of competition. News Geelong spoke with Cobras captain Cade Norkie only minutes after the result.
Cade, that must be just an unbelievable feeling to have wrapped it up so easily and I guess finally taste that success that Colindina's been striving for.
Yeah, it was, mate. It
It's been a long time coming for this club, and it's just great that after 3 years of persistence we've been able to bring home the bacon on the last day of the year. We've fallen short the last couple of years, so it's just an amazing effort by everyone at the club.
As much as you've been at the top of the tree for 3 years, it's about the last 20 years, as you said as well, and in your 20th year in existence as well, which is another historic year for the club. It's got to be great to taste that success as well.
It is. I mean, the whole club did it really tough for the first 17 years, and without any success. And over the last 3 years, we've just gone from strength to strength, and it's just a great effort by not only the 11 or 12 players that we had today, but it's more about everyone who's put the Colin hat on for the last 20 years and supported us.
And that's Stumps for Sport this week, Graham.
Thank you, Tim Mitchell. Tonight, the World of Geelong Weather visits St Patrick's Primary School in Geelong West with Larni Salathiel.
Thanks, Graham. We are bringing you the weather today from down at the lovely St Patrick's Primary School here in Geelong West. Let's take a look at the weather for the rest of the working week. For tomorrow, Thursday, it's going to be sunny, a sunny day with some light winds, a minimum of 11 and a maximum of 27 in Geelong. And Friday, again, a mostly sunny day with a minimum of 13 and a maximum of 28. And today we had a little bit of morning cloud with some light winds and a top of 25. News Geelong going digital in May. Woo! So Graham, from down here at St Patrick's Primary School, that's the weather for the rest of the working week.
Thank you, Larni. And thank you for being with us here on News Geelong. Remember, Paddy, take your time and smell the flowers. Until Friday night, from the team at News Geelong, a very good night.